So 2020 is now over, back on to 2021. Being a bit optimistic about everything. As we know, one of the main things that had like one of the major shifts that was there was, you know, moving from being able to go to the gym consistently to having to stick to home workouts. Home workouts, not saying it's bad, it's quite efficient, but there's other stuff that you can add to it to make the experience so much better. I for one have been working out at home consistently for the latter part of the year for 2020, from like March so on, getting in the workouts because, you know, I had to keep those gains. I decided to add to my arsenal, or add to my equipment, to basically help to move further on with the home workouts. So I decided to go onto Google and search, like, you know, what would be the best equipment to add to my arsenal, because as we know, there's a lot of different stuff you can add. You can add weighted vests, resistance bands, parallettes, you name it. But I was looking priced wise as well, and what I can get for more bang for my buck, let's say. So what I can spend money on that won't break the bank, and I can use, it's more versatile. And that's when I went through and I found this on Amazon. And I mean, Jeff, you know, if you wanna sponsor, man. But yeah, I decided to purchase these resistance bands. I think when I purchased it was about $17. Now it's for $25.99. And with this, I purchased them, and that's what I'm gonna be reviewing in this video. I'm gonna show you guys how many good exercises you can do with just these bands as safety anchor and consistency. Right, so now we have the resistance bands. This is up to 130 pounds worth of weights, along with the ankle strap and the door strap. I'm going to show you guys how to set it up and show you some routines that we can do with these. Right, so the installation is quite easy. All you got to do, it depends on what angle you're trying to get, but you're going to get it above the door, right into the hinge. We recommend in the hinge, it's the strongest part of the door, and you lock it onto the door. Make sure it's secured, and then you just pull. No, that's a secure fit. I'm gonna show you guys. So all you have to do is you connect so you connect the handles to these as such. Just loop it through, and you're ready to make it secure. Now, before we get into the exercise, we should look at how to get the most out of resistance bands. Resistance bands are very different from free weights, with the main difference being how the tension is developed. With free weights, the tension is throughout the movement, as opposed to resistance bands. The tension is the strongest at the final motion. This means that the workouts that you do should aim to keep a longer squeeze at the top to get the full effect of the workout. Now we're going to demonstrate some of the exercises that you can do with these resistance bands, starting with my favorite muscle group to work out, which is the chest. Now the first movement that we're going to start off with is decline chest press. Targets the lower chest. Try to get the best squeezed. Carry your arms as close together as possible and use the tension of the resistance band. Hold it for a second or two. Then we're going to move on to the incline chest press. The incline chest press is for the upper chest. It tends to be a harder movement, so I would suggest to start with a lighter weight. And as usual, keep the squeeze for a while and then release it after for the most effective motion. Then now the last and the greatest, the flies. Chest flies. I'm having a slight bend in my arm to get the most tension in between my chest, and this is the most ideal exercise if you want to actually grow your chest wider. As usual, keep that squeeze and push through. Then we're going to move on to the back, the next best body part to work out in my opinion. We're going to start off with lat pull downs. Try to keep that tension and try to keep your head up a bit. Next, we're gonna move on to back rows. Back rows are really effective for the middle chest. Pull and keep that tension. You can try to go high reps with low tension, with low weights on the high reps with low weights on the band. Then we have face pulls. These target the shoulders, your rear delts, but that helps to show on your back, so I included it. Next we have hamstring extensions, and these also works your glutes as well, so ladies, we most definitely have you covered. Then we're gonna move on to squats. Now this is a really good exercise. You can use the tension of the band and hold it for a second or two before coming back up, and then this one is a longer progression with the bands, because as known, the tension is strongest at the top, so it's going to be harder. We move on to triceps. For these triceps, you have the tricep push downs. Try to keep those elbows straight at your side, don't have the elbows move, just your forearm, and it's going to work your triceps. Now we're gonna have the next exercises. This is the bicep curls. We have both the outer curls and the inner curls to target the inner head and the outer head. Use a close grip for the outer, a wide grip for the inner, as demonstrated in the video, and keep the squeeze at the top for a while. Try not to fully extend your arm either to lose the tension, keep it there. Now we're gonna move up to upright rows. Upright rows targets the shoulders as well. Great for those side delts. As usual, keep that tension up and push through. Alright guys, so that was the exercise that we went through here, and if there's any more that you guys actually want to know about, please drop it down in the comments. I'd love to hear. But I do hope that this video was informative, and I hope that this can at least help one or two of you guys who's looking to get access to better results without having to spend too much money on the gym. Also, if it's the case that you're not the type of person who wants to invest into equipment such as this, or can't, I actually do have a video up right here. This is my alternative home workout videos, where I basically use household items and get the same results with the resistance bands, because you have to start from somewhere. But as you know, I do hope you check that out. It's a good video to watch as well. But with that said, please like, subscribe, share. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Gives you the opportunity to achieve what we're achieving here without having the equipment. Alright, but with that said, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your new year, and thanks for what was I saying? My mind is right here.